We have to talk about these Disneyland photos that she posted, and Lord help us all, please. I don't know if you guys know, I worked at Disneyland for 7 years. I started on the steam trains and I was a monorail driver. I used to work in Tomorrowland back in the day at Disneyland Anaheim, back when Captain EO was in Tomorrowland. That was the first thing I did in my job at Disney, was work in the Captain EO theater in Tomorrowland. So that was a long time ago. I started in 1996, okay? And then I eventually moved into guest relations, and I was a VIP tour guide and hostess, eventually was working in the office, all of that. But so I know a little bit about the way that Disneyland approaches VIP tours and celebrities and all of that. And I have a bit to say on this. The pictures themselves are kind of dark and kind of weird. Most of them are, not all of them. The ones where they're showing Archie and Lili going to meet the princesses, they're a little better lit. But I'm of the opinion, and this is just my opinion, I personally think that these photos are leftovers from when they went to Disneyland last year, and that is just my opinion. I am noticing that in particular in the photo where they are greeting the princess and it shows Archie hiding behind a pillar, and it shows Lili with Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, who is kneeling down looking at Lili straight on. What I find weird and what strikes me immediately is Meghan is looking, if you zoom into the picture, Meghan is looking at the camera. She's not looking at Archie, nor is she paying any attention to Lili, who is having one of the best moments of Lili's life, you know, living her best life, meeting a Disney princess. Meghan's like in the middle trying to garner attention for herself, which is kind of sad in my opinion. Meghan should be facing Lili, who's having her moment, or, you know, with Archie. It's just weird. All of this back of the head stuff is really, really weird. And when I mentioned before to you guys that I worked in guest relations and did tours and VIP tours and all that, when you are on a VIP tour, now mind you, this was back in the early 2000s. I left Disneyland in 2003. Maybe protocols have changed. I doubt it. But most celebrities, whether they're uber famous or kind of more B, C, D list types, most of them, you set up the parameters with your VIP host or hostess at the onset. How do you want to handle pictures? How do you want to handle crowds? How do you want to do all of that? Now, depending on the status that the studio approves for each VIP guest, some of them have complete VIP backdoor privileges, meaning they do not wait in any queues. They are ushered into the back door on all attractions. I'm going to assume that Meghan and Harry do have that because, God forbid, the Duchess of Sussex wait in any queue with anybody. But what I don't understand is, do they have, I mean, I'm sure they have their security with them, okay? But how are you stopping people who are in the park from taking a forward-facing picture of Archie and Lili? I mean, I guess you could in their direct kind of circle proximity as they're walking around, but you can take photos from kind of far away with an Apple iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy or whatever. You could take a picture. Why haven't there been any forward-facing pictures of these kids anywhere, leaked anywhere online from just a random guest? That's what I want to know. But the fact that it seems to me like Meghan is a little bit more open with the whole picture thing in the sense that when it's someone in her entourage. But I'm just wondering how she's handling it with Disney personnel and particularly with the VIP host and hostess that's out with her. how they're dealing with people out in the park and their camera phones. Very, very interesting. But it seems to me that she's not really into the 100% private experience herself. Obviously not, because she has to take pictures at every turn, but again, not forward facing pictures, always from the back. And it doesn't seem to me like Lili grew at all. She still looks to be, if this is indeed supposed to be a new independent trip in 2026 versus what we saw last year, I don't think it is, but it just seems weird. And the other thing that I'll point out in that one picture where I'm talking about how Meghan is just looking at the camera and not the kid, did you notice how blonde Lili's hair looks? She does not look red at all. Now, maybe there's people that are going to say that a trick of the lighting, but to me, it doesn't even look like the same child. It does not. The hair is so strikingly different in appearance. She was strawberry blonde in some other photos that Meghan posted just a month or so ago on her Instagram. And now she looks as blonde as Princess Aurora does. And also what I find very, very weird is that if you look close in that photo, Princess Aurora's face is kind of blurred out as well, which is very, very odd to me, because when you are in the character department in one of the Disney parks, your entire job is to be photographed as the princess. You are the likeness of that princess. Why did whomever on Meghan's team or Meghan herself take the time to kind of blur out Princess Aurora's face as well? That's very, very odd to me. Why would you do that? Because there are sleuths out there, mommy sleuths, who if they were able to see that Princess Aurora's face, they would know who that person is playing Aurora, and they would probably try to do their darndest in detective work to find out who that princess is, meaning who it is, when they were working, what day. You see what I'm talking about here? Why was the face blurted out? I think the face was blurted out because they don't want the identity of that Disney cast member who's playing Aurora to be out there, because you can timestamp who the person is and when it was taken, right? The photo. It's just all very weird. It's all very weird. I don't know, you guys. I mean, in other photos, when she's outside, the hair for the little girl does look a little more red, but in that one picture, it looks like a blonde wig, kind of like what the character princess is wearing. Just all very weird. And it's probably the lighting. It probably is. But this does nothing to stop all of these people talking online about these children are fake, these children are fake, these children are fake. And the reason why, getting back to the heart of it, why people think that the children aren't real and are fake is because we weren't disclosed all the information that the public usually got when a royal birth was announced and when it happened, all of it. There's no supporting documentation for Harry and Meghan's children the way that there are for Princess Catherine and Prince William's children. That is just a fact. And that is why people are so incensed and upset, is because they want proof that these children should be in the line of succession. They want doctors' signatures on the papers outside of the palace with the birth announcement, like we got with all of the other royal children. We don't have that with these children. And that's what started all of this garbage nonsense. And that's what's now fueling all of this noise. And also it's fueling it because Harry and Meghan's behavior since the beginning has been so contradictory where these children are concerned. They said to Omid Scobie back in the day, we don't even want Archie to have a title. We just want him to grow up and be normal and private. But now, there they are in Anaheim. Here's my prince and princess daughter, everyone, at Disneyland. Ho, 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 hee, hee, hoo. It's like, come on, people. It's just, I don't understand any of this. Meghan could do herself a huge favor if she just disappeared, if she just let the children, be around other children. Stop showing us pictures of the two of them alone. It's like the only contact that they get with other children is just with their sibling. I mean, stop the whole flowers in the attic garbage, Meghan. Just cut it out. Just let the kids be kids off camera, especially when you and your husband bang on all the time about how the internet is such a horrible, rotten place for children. Well, they are subjecting their children to all types of scandalous speculation on a daily basis by doing this.
Isn't it amazing? Yes.
I mean, it's incredible. I don't care what you're looking at to get ready for the show. There's going to be something.
Oh my God.
Always.
Whatever she does, social media, just anything. There's something every fucking day.
She fails at everything. Everything's a failure.
Which I love.